Welcome back to another episode of the university series, and basically today we're going to be talking about some ways that you can pay for college slash university in Jamaica. So if you're interested, go ahead and like, comment, share, and subscribe. Okay, so the very first thing, or the very first way or method that you can pay for college is through your family. Now, bear in mind, see, and everybody family have money, or and everybody can turn to them family because first and foremost, college is not cheap. I'm just saying that university is not cheap, college is not cheap, and basically we need money, right? So depending on what school you're going to, let's just say that you're not find a tuition fee less than 100,000 in a Jamaica. I mean, talk about like for a term, or if you're talking about specifically college, you're not find no tuition fee like a term or a semester less than $100,000. It's literally $100,000 up for the term, right? It's around in that range if it's a university or a college, right? And we know for UWI, the minimum you will get a school fee for at UWI is like maybe $350,000. You know, go down less than that, right? So that would be for $350,000 for the entire year, in that range. So your tuition, if you go to UWI, can range from like around 250,000 all the way to 4.3 million. So it depends on the program, right? Depends on the program. And I think the nursing students at UWI pay like maybe 5,000 USD per year. And you know, so when the rate go up, the school fee go up. Even the medical students too, I pay like I think 28,000 USD per year. So you know, so when the rate goes up, and that's USD, so when the rate goes up, the tuition goes up too. So you get the point. But there's some ways on how you can pay for college slash university in Jamaica. So I said before, the first way is your family. Now your parents, if your parents have it, them can contribute maybe a 50,000, 100,000 something. But the best place to start when you're planning on going to college, the best place to start is with your family. If you realize that your mother not have it, your father not have it, your grandmother not have it, grandparents overall not have it, auntie not have it, uncle not have it, right? But in for those who, if them have not like a, alright, for those who are in a better situation, those who have family members who are in like a better position and they can probably afford it, you can reach out to the uncle, reach out to the auntie, a foreign, the mother, the father, whoever, and see if they can get it. But for those who just don't have that option, or them just cannot ask them family for it, for any money towards their tuition, because them just not have it, what's the next option is, or another way is, there's a program in Jamaica called JAMVAT, right? So there's a program called JAMVAT, and basically I actually learned about this program after I start university. But either way, JAMVAT, I think it's called Jamaica, what's it called? Okay, I don't remember the abbreviation, probably put it on the screen, but the program is called JAMVAT. And basically what you do is you sign up, and they will pay 30% of your tuition fees, right? So they'll pay 30% of your tuition fees of it in exchange for voluntary service, or yeah, basically. So basically, in order to do this program, JAMVAT, you have to complete a certain amount of like community hours, right? And you would complete these hours only after they have approved you. So if you sign up and them approve and say yes, you will do it, they will pay 30% of your tuition fees, or not exceeding $300,000. I think I saw it go. So for example, people who might be in like the medicine program, where for them tuition fee like 4.3 million, they might tell them say it not exceed $300,000. You understand? And for those who might in a like maybe a regular program, just a regular college program, maybe business or something, and just for example purposes only, let's just say the school fee $100,000 for the term or something like that, they might say, listen, we're going to pay the 30,000 out of the 100,000 basically, right? So it depends on your program and how much it be. But basically what you're going to be doing is completing voluntary service, basically in exchange for them pay 30% of your tuition fees. Now if I didn't know about this when I just start college, I would probably do it. But me I go tell about what I did the summer before me start college. That's another way to earn some extra money too. But basically, if I didn't know about this jam vat thing, but this summer when me I start college in August, I would I do it, right? So yeah, so jam vat is a very good opportunity with the ministry, right? But basically, they pay 30%. You do some voluntary service, and obviously you have to complete it before the term starts. I think that's how it go, or me just know you have to complete it, and then I pay 30% of the tuition fees for you, right? Now another way you can pay for college, and this is what I did the summer before me start UA. I did the what you call it, national youth, the national youth work program thing. So basically, what I was doing that summer, I was just working. So basically, in the summer, but I worked for exactly 1 month, right? So basically, when you sign up for this program, is either you're working in July or you're working in August. So now me opted and said, listen, I'm working in July, more my August we relax, right? So anyways, what I did when I work for in July. So basically, what they do when you sign up for this national youth program is that they place you. It's kind of like to get work experience in a sense too, but they place you to work or be like an assistant or just intern, whatever you want to call it, at a place similar to your career field. So where I ended up going was I ended up being placed at a health department, right? We don't want to say it because I want parish health department, but yeah. But basically, I ended up being placed at a parish health department, right? And basically, I was placed to work with the nutritionist that was there, right? So she was who I was assigned to, just like an assistant, just do whatever, right? So basically, I was assigned to her as kind of like an assistant, and basically was a nutritionist like office like place, as I said, the health department. So my place there, and the agreement was my work for the month, and they would pay me. Now, what was the rate? I can't remember how it go. How much did they pay me? I don't remember how much they pay me. Alright, how it did go. But basically I worked, I think maybe 8 to 4. I don't remember how it go at all, 8 to 4. But basically I'm gonna spend the whole day. Call it 8 to 4, maybe something like that. I feel like I saw something like that. Yeah, I think at 8 to 4 I did work. But basically I'm gonna go in, sign on the book, my name, my time, I come in, and then go upstairs. And usually, because she's a nutritionist, she would usually just so basically it's not every single day would see her. That's one, because sometimes you go to the clinic and stuff like that. Morning she would have come at the health department first, and she might tell me what I'm supposed to do. So basically, whenever she went to the clinic, she never bring me. And there was another girl who was also doing the same summer program, but for her department was been enough for marketing or whatever, but them kind of move around a lot. She did more to bring her all about the place, but now me, my nutritionist that I work with, she just left me there and just give me what I'm supposed to do. She just leave me there and give what I'm supposed to do, but I never have a problem with that because I did not AC, I did comfortable. So basically, got here, and she mainly what I did was, because of where I was placed, I mainly did like spreadsheets, right? So working with Microsoft Excel. So basically, when she go to the clinic and she collect the data and all that stuff, she come in and she would give me, and basically the whole day I just put in the data, make graphs and stuff like that, right? So I do IT, so I didn't know if to do them subjects. So I make up the spreadsheets, them different spreadsheets, label them, save them, graphs, everything. So basically that's what I did. So when she come in with the data, then with the patient, for example, like the amount with diabetic, HIV, like different things, prenatal, all those stuff, she would come in, and when she give me the data or whatever, I put them in a spreadsheet and organize it properly, and then I would send them to her, or she'd use the computer to off, whatever. But it never did necessarily a hard job. Me try remember how much I need to pay. So I think them did pay at the end of the month. I think I said go then pay. No, actually not at the end of the month. I think me get the money probably August month end. So I stop work July month end, and they give me the money August month end. In my head, I feel like it was much in that pay me. I don't even know much in that pay me. Alright, two values in my head right now. I don't know which one, but it's either 20,000 or wait. wait, was it 21 or 28,000? I wonder. I feel like maybe $28,000. I don't know. Maybe it was $28,000. I don't know. I feel like maybe that. But the point is that them take long to get the money. I'm not saying that them take very, very long. So I feel like me go with 28,000 and it pay me for the end of the month. But basically it was mainly for experience. But bear in mind when they just leave school and whatnot. So it's like whatever, money and money, you know. So me not really look too hard for that. But so if you just want something to get like work experience and you want to get some extra change, you can do it just for that sake, right? But that's the National Youth Summer Work Program. Anyways, another way that you kind of make money, not make money, but you can pay for your university studies is by going through the student loan bureau. So basically you can get up to $1 million per year towards your tuition. Now when they did a presentation up at UWI one time, I think they said something like it only goes towards tuition fees and not housing, not residence. So basically you can get up to $1 million towards your tuition fees, and basically you would only repay it after you graduate. You get 1 year after you graduate to find a job, and then you have to start repay them. And I don't remember how much is the interest rate but for that program, but you can go on their website and check it out. And there's also another program that SLB have where you can work and pay at the same. You can go to school and work and pay them back at the same time. Meaning if you get a lesser interest rate, or you, I don't really know it go, but I know them have another program that goes like that. You can work and go and pay them while you go to school at the same time. And then you also have another one where I think if you have like a co-signer or an adult or something like that, you can probably get another $1 million. I don't know how it go. But you can go on your website, contact them and find out the exact details. But SLB is also another option that a lot of university students use in order to pay their tuition fees, because college is expensive. So yeah, so far we mentioned family, we mentioned SLB, we mentioned National Youth Summer Work Program, and we also mentioned JAMVAT. So another way you can probably pay for college is by applying for scholarships and bursaries, right? So scholarship, bursaries, grants, a lot of those stuff, you can apply for them. Now grants are usually like maybe $20,000, you know, some little small amount, maybe maximum 50. And also grants can be book grants or like different things. But basically grants are usually a smaller amount, and then scholarships are the big amounts that like 500 to a million, big money, right? So you can definitely go on the school website, check if they have any scholarships available, and apply for them as early as possible. Don't wait until last minute to apply for the scholarship. So you can just try your best and apply as early as possible. Get the documents together, get who you need to sign, get the references and stuff like that, right? So you can definitely go ahead and try and do that. So scholarships and grants, another good option on how to pay for your college degree. So now another program, and this is something that we just hear about, right? Hear this one. But basically students who are on path get I think it's $100,000 per year towards their tuition fees. That is what I did here say. If you can verify this, you can go ahead and comment it down below. But me here say students who are on path get $100,000 towards their fees when they go to college, if them apply for it. I don't know how the process go, but if you know, you can comment it down below. So if you're on path or you have been on path before, like maybe high school, primary school, and you go start college now, then you can definitely check out this $100,000 that I'm talking about that you might can get towards your tuition fees. So you can go ahead and check that one out. Then the last method that I'll be mentioning in this video on how to pay for your college degree is basically going on work and travel. No, this one only makes sense if you already go through school the first year already. So me not talk about if you're just a start, but me talk about you start college, maybe you take a student loan or maybe you do something and you go through the first year. No, once you complete 2 semesters, you can go on work and travel, right? You're eligible to go on work and travel. You go overseas for almost 4 months. You work and experience a different culture. Now, it is a cultural exchange program, but it is also mandated that you work while you're in the United States. So when you're there working, experiencing another culture, and you meet Americans and you communicate, interacting with them, you are still working, so you technically make money. So if you have some money left over, you can go over there and dedicate and say, okay, me I put towards some money towards my tuition fees. So like for example, you go, no wasteful spending, no braffing, no big shopping when you know you have bills that you make up to pay. You understand what I mean? So you can definitely look into that, the work and travel program, to experience it, another culture, and you can also save to put some money towards your tuition fees back home. So basically these are just some ways that you can pay for your degree, pay for college in Jamaica. And also, you know what, even though I mentioned the national youth program, summer port program, you can also just get another job, get a regular job anywhere, maybe fast food, one clothing store, any job you can get, or tax office, anything during the summer, and you just work there. Or what you can do is, if you know that the program that you're signing up for is not so time consuming, or it's more flexible, then you can even work a full-time job while you go to school. If your program is that flexible, you can also do that in order to help pay for college. But basically, this is the end of today's video. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe.